Okay. Starting at the beginning, hello world. As a good developer, we start with hello world. I'm Noel. I'll be talking about creativity and how we can use our creativity, our daily creativity on our tasks everywhere. So this is what I call DaaC, developer as creative. Okay. Any questions you can say at the chat, and okay, it's good. Let's see here. Well, starting here, who am I? Who am I? I'm Noel, and thanks to the good camera, I look better on that photo. And to summarize all I do, I took a screenshot of my LinkedIn profile because we have a summary where we say all the good things we do. So yes, my LinkedIn is in Portuguese. As I told you, I'm a Brazilian, and I learned English essentially with high school and TV shows. Okay, so I know how to say we were on a break. Okay, and I know how to say how you doing. But essentially, I'm a programmer, a developer, a college professor, a speaker, a lot of things. Okay, a web cartoonist, humorist, and sex symbol, as my LinkedIn profile says. And I'm father. I have 4 children. Yes, 4 children under quarantine. And well, I do a lot of things that are underpaid, as you see. But when you look at the LinkedIn profile, you cannot look only on this summary. You have to look at the skills of the LinkedIn profile. What are my skills? Uh, I I have some of them here. Well, it's in Portuguese, but I know how to sew buttons on clothes. Okay, among other skills. Uh, oh yes, for children. Yes, it's very. How can I say? Uh, it's a crowd here. Okay. So I put in my LinkedIn that I know how to sew button on clothes. And the curious fact is that 5 people testified that I know how to sew buttons on clothes. Okay. Well, and my main skill is that I'm very good at pretending that I misspell words and pronouns. Okay? Pronouns. So if you see me saying something wrong, it's just me bragging about it. Okay. Well, that's me. Okay. Developer, I'm a very good father, as you can see. Uh, I told you I have 4 children, 1 boy and 3 girls. Okay. So I have a crazy quarantine. Crazy. Um, that girl on this photo, she's now 7 years old. Okay. I have one. The boy has 11. Then 7, 2 and 1 years old. Okay. Great. And I'm the author of Programmer's Life. Oh, what is Programmer's Life? Is a website with webcomic about the funny situations we live as programmers. Uh, I don't know why, but most of programmers live the same situations, same crazy situations, weird situations. So uh, I write some comics about it, and my comics are in Portuguese, but I have uh, some of them translated to English. I have about 2,000 comics in Portuguese, and 200 of them are in English on programmerslife.net.tech. Okay, um, I will share the link later. So I'm the author of Programmer's Life. And we have comics, we have videos, but these are only in Portuguese. They are videos about the life, the programming universe, and everything. Okay. What else? We have a podcast in Brazil, a great podcast with some great names of the technology, uh, the knowledge, uh, oh, about everything. Okay, we had an episode specifically about coffee. Okay, with Mari Ribeiro. It was very funny, and we have weekly lives at YouTube, Twitch TV, Twitch TV, Facebook. Okay, where we talk every Wednesday. I turn on my camera and we have a good talk with the followers. I draw webcomics at live. Sometimes we have guests, okay? Um, Guests like Laís Costa, Cristiano Guerreiro. And we have a lot of medias, a lot of work, a lot of loves. It's very nice. So this is the programmer's life. In Portuguese, vida de programador. Okay. So in English, I have only the webcomics till now. So let's go to the point of this talk. Uh, Developer as a creative. What can what I mean with it? Well, at first, what is a developer? We could define developer in many ways, okay? But I try to look at the Webster dictionary. What is a developer? Developer, a fancy way to call a programmer, okay? I don't know why, but many programmers prefer to be talk be called as developers, but it's the same. I used to say programmers because of my website, Programmer's Life. So, what is a programmer? Programmer, a person who accumulates functions without bonuses. Yes, that is our life. Programmer, the one responsible for everything that has a button. Yes, everything. The TV, the conditioner, the microwave, okay? All is programmer's work. Programmer, an organism capable to transform caffeine into code. Yes, a lot of caffeine. Well, in the creativity, I like that gift because the creativity it shows in many ways, in many colors, in many aspects. We don't have a unique way of creativity. What is creativity? It's hard to define, but it's something that you have into you. And as developers, all developer all developers are creative because we have to use creativity in our work day by day. Okay. Well, just to quote, the secret to maintain a mind always fertile is to fill it with a lot of memory every day. Okay, it's my name. You can quote me. So you want to have a fertile mind, a lot of memory every day. Okay, it's not very nice, but you can change it. Okay. Well, programming is a creative process. Uh, as programmers, we have to solve problems. Okay, programmers have to solve problems. Okay, our main task is to solve problems. If there's no problem, there is nothing to do. Okay, so we have to find a way to solve that problem. If we need, we can write a code about it. So the main task is to solve problems, not to write code. Why? No one hires us to write a code. No one hires us because they want a JavaScript code, a PHP code. No, they want a solution. They want to solve a problem. The creativity is the main tool to do it. We have to think about, we have to develop a solution, we have to we need to have bright ideas many times how to solve a problem. Okay, and as programmers, uh, we have a lot of creativity, and sometimes it's very lot of creativity. Every programmer is already a creative person in one way or another. I have a video here. I don't know if I set the audio on. So if it's muted, you can say, okay, now. Sorry. We muted it. I muted because of the coffee. I was talking about the creativity. All programmers are creative person. All we have to work it with it, and with great creativity comes great responsibility. Be careful because the creativity many times shows it in the code. It is a real code that sends it to me, and the comment of the code it says, "Be careful, dragons and incomprehensive code. Be careful, all of you that enters here." Okay, we have a lot of creativity, and sometimes it's very funny. But the creativity is not only from the programmers. The users are a lot creative also. For example, uh, this is the user's creativity. Don't worry, it's super intuitive. The user will know how to use it, and the user, you know what they do. Um, at the college, we learned the first law of computing. What is the first law of computing? Never underestimate the user. Okay, that's the first law of computing. If there is a way to crash your system, the user will find it. If there is no way to crash your system, the user will invent one. Okay? The user is a very creative person. Uh, Also, the boss creativity. Uh, our bosses are very creative in many ways. They ask some things to us. Essentially, the deadline. They are very creative when they have to write a deadline. So that comic, I will read it. The boss. The names of your methods aren't obvious. The programmer. What do you mean? The point is that I never know which verb was used. Exclude isn't obvious. Exclude is the worst. It has to be delete because it's the same letter. But what letter? I don't know what the boss means, but their minds are very creative. And the programmer's creativity, I don't have to explain it. Okay, I don't have to comment it because it's very clear that code. Let's look and admire for a little minute. It's a very nice code. And why didn't we do this always? Okay, just forget it. The programmer has a creativity, and what to do with it? What can we do with our creativity? Well, when we have to solve something that it demands a lot of creativity, what can where do we get the workarounds? And the workaround is as a Brazilian, as known as Brazilian way. Okay, the Brazilian way, the workaround, because we the Brazilians are masters in this area. The workarounds are the greatest expression of creativity. Some of them, the workarounds, could be framed as art because they are very beautiful. The workarounds are very close to programmers. Um, I have in my YouTube channel a playlist with some classes of how to do workarounds. Okay, because people asking me to create online classes, and there are many programming classes, programming tutorials. So I created videos about workarounds that no one did it before. At least not as a class. Well, what are in these videos? I have a video to how to replace all the else's, for's, and while of your code to go to. Yes, how to use go to. I don't know if you know it, but PHP has go to since the 5.3 version. It's a little new in PHP. They introduced GoTo. So let's let's use GoTo. No, yes, it's very nice. I have some videos about workarounds, introduction to workarounds, how to create a shower with things you have in your hotel room, uh, how to hide a body. Yes, it's very nice. If you know CSS, hide a body, and how to get tenure on GitHub in seconds. Okay, um, there is a great video about it in English where I inspired myself. Well, so the point, how to use your creativity in other areas. Um, we every day we develop our creativity, our mind in solve problems, and we have excellent skills, tech skills. We have excellent knowledge, but in many ways we don't even know how to present a solution. Okay, how to present yourself in an interview, how to present your knowledge in a speech, in a talk. So we could use that creativity uh, in a way to uh, improve our career. How can we present ourselves? How can we present a thought, something we need to say, something we need to show? We have many ways to do it, and we are creative. Why not use that creativity in that way? Okay, so you can improve your presentations, your interviews, your talks with some creative ways. Okay, but important, creativity is not the same as humor. You don't have to be funny to be creative. Okay, you don't have to be funny. Uh, you don't have to think that someone who is creative is funny. Okay, we have a lot of examples of people who are very creative but not essentially funny, or not good in jokes and something like that. Uh, in my work, I work with some humor, with webcomics, with jokes, but it's not exclusive to creativity. Well, using the creativity in your behalf. How can we use what we already have to improve ourselves, improve our career, improve our presentation? First, find what you know that turns you into you. Okay? I don't know if it's clear enough, but you are you only because you are you. Okay? You have something, you have knowledge, you have a life history, you have many things you know, many things you do that only you do, only you do. Okay, you are unique, unique. I don't know if I say correct, but you are uh, one of the kind. Okay, unique. Okay, thank you. You have some knowledge that many times are companies looking for you, but they don't know you. They don't know that you exist. That who are you? And many times you even know who you are. What do you do? What makes you unique? Okay, so the first thing is to find what makes you unique, what turns you into you. Uh, it's a hard thing to do, but it's only you think about your history. Tech skills, something different. I don't know if you are familiar to Steve Jobs' story. I didn't watch every movies because it's impossible to watch all of them, but I watched the Pirates of Silicon Valley. Okay, and there's one thing that it's very interesting, and it's just a detail. Uh, when Steve Jobs were in college, uh, he saw a flyer about a calligraphy class. Okay, how to draw letters. Or just one thing that he finds interesting. And because he watched the class, he learned how to draw letters. And it changes all the computer fonts we have today with serif, sans serif, monospaced, that things. Because just a detail, just one thing that Steve Jobs had that is different. It's obvious. It's not only that turns Apple into what. Okay, you got it. But you have some knowledge, you have some history that turns you into you. It is very precious. Okay. Second, don't hide yourself. Okay, don't hide yourself. You are unique, and the companies want you. So you don't have to hide yourself. Um, in Netflix, there is a show that is comedians in cars getting coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if you know it. It's very nice. Seinfeld asks one comedian to drink coffee with him, and uh, they go in a car, in a different car. They talk about cars. They talk about coffee. It's very nice. In one, sorry, in one of the episodes, Seinfeld was talking with Alec Baldwin, and they were talking about how can I say, the Comedy Council. I don't know if it's the right term, but they told that many people think they are funny, they are good with jokes, but they never went to a open mic. They never tried to tell jokes to the friends, um, to present something, to, I don't know, to show themselves. Um, so people think they are funny, but they hide themselves. They Okay. So it's like it has a comedy council that has to be at their room. Talk, talk, talk. Hi, I'm of the Comedy Council, and I came here to ask you to join us in Las Vegas, in New York, because you are very funny and we need you. No, there is no Comedy Council. There is no one who will search for you and drag you to where you want to be. You have to show yourself. You have to go. You have to try to attend open mics, talks, and tell jokes to friends, to anyone, to turn on your camera and do live streams, anything. But it's the way to show yourself. Okay, people will not look for you if they don't know who you are, where you are, what do you do, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And the third, share. Share is very important. Essentially in tech, how can I say, on IT, on programming, on development, when we share our knowledge, we multiply our knowledge. Okay. The knowledge is the only thing when you divide, you multiply. Okay. We have to share our knowledge. Everything that you know is more than someone. You know about JavaScript. You know more than many people. You know less than many people, but you know more than some people who needs this. You may share what you know. Okay. You know about COBOL. You may share it. You will know more and you will share and you will make people know also. Okay. But one very important thing, when you share, the other people knows what you know. Okay. If you don't share, the people don't know what you know. If you share, the people know. Oh, he knows. Uh, when you have to learn about Java, suppose that you go to a Java talk and you see someone sharing the knowledge about I don't know, Java and okay, Java beans, whatever. If you see someone talking about Java beans and you need someone who knows Java beans, you know who can you talk, who can you ask to join you. So the one who is sharing the knowledge is becoming more reference, more recognized as someone who knows. Okay, when you share, the people knows what you know. The people may ask you things. The people may invite you to talks, invite you to job interviews, because you share, because you show the people what you know, because you multiply your knowledge, because your knowledge is also growing with it. Okay, so these or those are very good ways to use your creativity to improve your career, to improve yourself, to share knowledge, to make people know you, make people know what do you know. Okay, uh, many ways. Okay, well, and going to the end, just to ease your pain. Okay, I'm concluding what I'm saying. It's the main uh, things that I want to talk about creativity, about developers using their creativity. And I want to thank everyone at this event, um, the opportunity I have here, okay? And I want to share my contacts. I'm André Noel. I have programmerslife.tech, and I'm on Twitter as Programador Real in Portuguese, Programmer's Life in English. I have to boost my English website because it's a little paused, okay? But I will write more in English also, okay? And to finish, I have a gift here, and I have gift in a expo area, okay? Because I want to share what I know about creativity. I want to share what I know about um, to create content with creative in a creative way, and I want to, how can I say, I want to have conversations with people to identify what is the main problems that developers are looking are have what developers have. So how can plan solve that problems, solve that difficulties. So, if you want to talk about, if you want to have a conversation, 45 minutes conversation approximately, I have that link, call.vidadeprogramador.com.br. You can, how can, I forgot the word. It's my calendar. You can make an appointment. We can talk about your dreams, your problems, and how to solve it. It's a free conversation. Okay, it's a conversation to solve problem to trace a plan. Okay, if you want, you can find a time and you can make an appointment. Oh, thank you. Sorry for my blah blah blah. And I'm improving my English, and it's a very hard thing to me. Okay, but I'm trying to improve it. Okay, thank you, everyone. You can see it on Expo area also. There more info there. And thank you. Okay, and I don't know if there are questions or something. I think I have 20 minutes. I talk a little fast, okay? And I don't know if I only say goodbye or what. Thank you, everyone. Karen, Karen, I don't know. Thank you, Ronaldo. Okay, thank you, Karen. Nice, thank you, Bruno. Good. This will be these are recorded. I don't know when it will be released, but thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I will close here.